Hey guys, this is Matt for Creative. These are my new favorite pair of shoes. Now I know I haven't made a shoe review in a long time, and in this video there's not going to be running, there's not going to be any of that like imagery in this. Maybe that's for the next video if you guys think this is interesting. But for the same way that I've talked about the other pairs of shoes that I've really been into, like the Kobe's, the other those fly knits that I used to love, man, those are so good. I love those. This is become really the shoe that I've gone for. And I know this comes in a very, very stunning color here. That's just because this is the only one they had available at the Nike store on Fifth Avenue. So this is just what I got. I did purchase another pair after this in more of like a traditional white with like other little color accents. But I think that this is just, it does everything that I need it to. It does it really well. So I want to begin, if you want to see the other ones, I don't know if you can hear that over there. There's a huge siren outside. These are the Streakflies. And for whatever reason, like you saw that one's a Streakfly. This one here is the other one that I got. I got them on sale too. God, it doesn't want to expose. It calls that one Streakfly Premium. As far as I can tell, it's exactly the same shoe. But what I like about these ones so much is that they weigh zero. They weigh nothing. They are as lightweight as possible because of this kind of mesh structure. I don't know if you can see it. We're gonna turn this little, look at it. You can see right through the shoe. And for me, I've been on this kick where I only use like Gore-Tex shoes or waterproof shoes, just because I live in New York. We've gone through fall and winter. It's been rainy, it's been ugly, and I don't want my socks to get wet. I didn't want to be cold. I didn't want to deal with any of that. But now as we're moving into spring, I can go for a different type of shoe. So this came exactly at the right time for me. Again, I don't know much about shoes. I run a little bit, I walk a little bit, I ride an electric bike a lot of the time, so I'm looking for something that works for all the time. And I know these are engineered to the exact specifications of world-class runners, so maybe it may be like, oh, this is overkill, you don't need this. But for me, as something that I just pick up and use all the time, this has been something great for being on my feet all the time. All right, as a quick rundown, I'm 33. I've had like a good active life, but I recently hit that first wall of becoming like in your 30s, and it's kind of really been draining on me. The energy is not there as it was before, and I was like, I'm having just like regular shoes. I need something with cushion, that is not a heavy shoe, and that can continue just allowing me to be active in my 30s. And then I just randomly picked this up. I think I tried one other shoe before this, and as soon as I put this on, I was like, this is kind of what I want. Now there is another shoe, I think it's called Vaporfly, which had a big jut out here, so you always felt like you were leaning forward. It really helped with being a running only shoe, but this one has that same type of like extremely lightweight nature, mesh on the top, but it doesn't really have that positioning to kind of kick you up here so you feel like you're falling forward all the time. It still has that same styling because the other Vaporflies are very, again, this is Streakfly. Vaporflies had like this very colorful in-your-face styling. This has the same thing too, so it was really positioned right next to it. Like this was here, they had the Vaporfly right next to it. And Vaporflies are like $250. It was not like it's not what I was looking to spend at the time. $160 for this one, because this is one of the ones that's not on sale, unfortunately. I mean, it's a lot. If you get one shoe, you can try to find the other ones that are on sale for about $111. I think that helps out a lot here too. And I'm gonna wait for them to go even more on sale, and I'm gonna get more of these just because these feel so great walking around. The cushioning, like you can even see, and this may be a test that you can do in all types of shoes. Okay, they're all cushiony, but this one is great on my heel. It is great on the balls of my foot here. It feels right. It feels right walking around and for running because I've done both in this. For me though, I walk around in these shoes. And let's be honest, unless you are a runner, you're gonna get Nike running shoes and you're gonna walk around in them as well. I'm not a professional runner, so I can't say anything to that fact, but for the little bit that I've kind of run around, it has felt great. And walking around on all this kind of like different, you know, the streets of New York, they're not like perfectly paved. So you get some dips, you get everything. And this for me has just been, it's been exactly what I needed. Again, I can't get over how lightweight these shoes are. They weigh nothing. This is an extremely bright shoe, isn't it? So while I wear a lot of black, this is my good color accent to have. And hey, now let's look at this. I've used this shoe for maybe about 2 to 3 weeks now. It still looks pretty new. I do a lot of kicking right here when I ride my e-bike. It's relatively clean here. And what I really think is nice is that this is clean here. Focus on the shoe, because you don't want this type of shoe to get dirty. But of course, you use these shoes, they eventually will get dirty. Don't baby your shoes. Use your shoes every single time. You can even see here, it's gotten dirty. Now I took one pass at it with like a Clorox wipe, and that just kind of made everything go away. But if you're looking at this from far away, you're like, whoa, these look pristine. They look pristine. And it's a great job that I haven't sprayed anything on there. I don't use any like cleaners other than Clorox wipe. I mean, I don't use any preventable like seals around them like you can buy at Foot Locker or something. But they do a great job at looking clean while I'm walking around kind of like a dirty city. I would call it a dirty city just because there's a lot of dust. And this is why I wear black, because if I wear other colors, you can see the wear really, really easily. I'm really surprised that this looks the way it does after using it. Let's look at the inside of the shoe. You have a sole. I don't even know if the sole's removable. I wouldn't try to remove it. I don't think it's removable. But what I really like here is as slim as possible kind of mesh. It still keeps its form. I think it does a great job keeping its form. But what I really like here are, these are very key points where you should have cushioning. Around the heel, you can see there's a cushion here. A significant cushion, not just like an airy pocket, a significant cushion, so I never have any kind of pain at the back of my foot. I know I've run into other kind of like knit shoes where it kind of chafes at the back of my foot if there's no sock. This one doesn't have that because it has like a longer lip here at the back, and there's really nowhere for my foot to chafe. It does a great job, again, at just like not wearing on any parts of my body. As far as I can tell, and I'm thinking about, yeah, I haven't chafed anywhere on the foot. I'm just wearing regular kind of like short socks because it's getting warm outside. It's been really good and like a comfortable experience. Another cushiony part here is you have this and this, because when you tie this tight, sometimes it ties tight on like, I don't know anything about anatomy. The tendons here, it can kind of get cramped and like tight together. And this kind of prevents you from, you can tie these up nice and tight, but it doesn't really like cut off the blood flow or make it feel like it's too point in your shoe. That cushioning does a great job. And I think that's literally all the cushioning, other than of course the foot. All around the side of the foot, this is perfect, like engineered almost for like my foot. I wear a 9.5, sometimes wear a 10 on like a different variation. I don't have a really big foot, but for me, this feels like it's just been like engineered for me. I'm not being paid to say that. It's just my new favorite shoe. And when I find something like this that's extremely like, it weighs nothing. It weighs honestly nothing. This is going to be good to keep me being active in my 30s and just to cushion my feet in the right way, because I do need shoes that cushion. I can't go for like barefoot shoes or anything that lacks cushion. But if you get cushion, sometimes you have to trade and get more weight in a shoe. Honestly, this is just one of the lightest shoes I've ever used. What are the other ones that I use? I have been using like these really big, thick Converse, and those are heavier shoes, but they provide a lot of good cushion on the foot. This is like next level. And again, I know you're paying like $160 for this, or maybe $111 for different colors on sale, but I think it's worth it. For me, it's really worth it. Even if you're not in your 30s and you're in your 20s, it's still going to be worth it for you. So it's something that I really recommend. You don't have to go for this color. They do have other colors available. Just look it up. Nike Streakfly and Streakfly Premium. I really am happy with this. And again, I'm somebody who's on my feet as many hours of the day as I am probably up. All right, guys, if you have any comments or questions, put it in the comment section below. Don't forget I'm on Instagram at m8b9. You can email me at matt8b9@gmail.com. Just look at these shoes. I think they look really, really good. You know, I never would have personally chose this color if there's other colors available, but I think it's going to be great for spring and summer just because, again, all black. This is a cat taped. This is a stupid thing that I honestly have, but I wear a lot of black. Great accent. And also, this kind of orangish is kind of like Knicks orange, and for me, the Knicks are winning in the playoffs, so I'm happy, and I get to rep with this, with my blue jersey. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.